Hello everyone, my name is Victoria and this is my Instant Grammar Help video tutorial. This is the fourth video about the passive voice and it's a more advanced level, so it's a great video for students who are preparing for some tests and want to learn more about the English grammar. And if you're a beginner, I highly recommend checking the first videos about the basics of the passive voice, about passive voice with modal verbs and different passive forms in different tenses. So let's get started. So in this video, we will talk about impersonal passive structures and personal passive structures, and I will also show you how to rephrase sentences and how to change the active into passive using those structures. So let's read these news. It is observed that protests against excessive tourism are becoming more common in popular European cities. When you read this sentence, you can see this structure. It is observed. Okay, and if you continue reading, you can see something like, it has been noted that the local residents are expressing concerns over the negative impact of mass tourism on their communities. And in this sentence, you can also see a sentence, a structure that starts with it. It has been noted. So what are those? These are examples of impersonal passive structures, and these impersonal passive structures start with it, and then we use the passive form of those verbs. Believe, it is believed, it is expected, it is felt, it is hoped, it is known, it's reported, it's said, it's thought. So we can definitely use it in the past, in the future, tenses, but I'll show you a little bit more in detail further. Let's look at some examples how to use it. Read this text. It's widely believed that the rise of eco-friendly travel is the next big trend, and it's often said that every small action can make a huge difference. In this sentence, you can see two impersonal passive structures in present. So it's widely believed and it's often said, right? Well, this is what we would do, but also we have academic English, and in academic English, we can use other verbs such as assume, argue, consider, demonstrate, regard, suggest. As in this sentence, it was assumed that early interventions would lead to significant improvements in literacy rates among children. However, it was considered necessary to conduct further studies to validate these initial findings. In this case, you can see two structures in the past simple. It was assumed and it was considered. So keep in mind, if you want to advance your level of writing and speaking, but mostly writing, as we use passive structures mostly in written language, so I recommend checking those impersonal passive structures because they will really look great when you write or even when you speak. Let's look at some rephrasing. For instance, you have an active sentence. They say she is guilty. They, right? We don't know who, so it's an impersonal active sentence. You can rephrase it by using it. It is said that she is guilty, or it said she is guilty. So this is one option. But there is another option. Let's look at this one. She's said to be guilty. Okay, so we can see here something different. We have the person, she is said. So this is called personal passive structures, right? The first one was impersonal and the second one is called personal because we have the person instead of it here. So these are two options how you can rephrase these kind of sentences. And this second option, I just want to break it down into detail. So you can see she is the subject, is said is the passive verb, those verbs I mentioned before, and the infinitive, this is called infinitive, to be. of the main verb. Okay, so I hope it looks clear, and it is clear. However, look at the infinitive. This is simple infinitive, which is used quite a lot. But there are some sentences where we cannot use this simple infinitive, so we will use these different types of infinitive forms. What we have four. We have present infinitive, which is to do something, to be, to speak, to buy. We have continuous infinitive, to be doing, to be speaking, to be buying. Perfect infinitive, to have done, yes, and perfect continuous infinitive, to have been doing. I'll show you in a moment how to use those, but just keep in mind that this structure is a little bit more complex, and we do not use only this present simple infinitive, yes, the first one. So just to summarize what I was explaining before is just to show you this structures. Impersonal passive structure is it sentence, it plus passive verb, and then that clause, that sentence. And personal passive structures are those that have the subject, then the passive verb and infinitive. So this is all about the theoretical aspects of impersonal and personal passive structures. Now let me show you how you can use it. So in other words, we will be doing some rephrasing activities right now. And as I mentioned before, it's a big part of use of English, in test. When you sit a test, you will see a lot of rephrasing exercises. So let's look at some examples. Imagine you have a sentence, active sentence, and people expect her to win. And you have to rephrase it. And there are two options. One, impersonal, starting with it, and she. This is the second option, which will be personal passive structure. Okay, so what shall we do? We have to use the verb expect in the passive form. And in this case, it's present because we have it in present simple. It is expected that she will win. Or the second option will be she is expected to win. As you can see, here I'm using present infinitive because my active sentence is in present simple. Yes, so this is how you should do simple rephrasing. Let me show you another one. And this sentence is also in present simple. People think that technology has a significant impact on education. So you can see has. The verb has is in present simple. Therefore, we should use the present simple in the passive forms. It is thought that technology has a significant impact on education. This is our impersonal passive structure. And then technology is thought to have a significant impact on education is our personal passive form, because it starts with technology. And you can see I'm still using present infinitive to have, because my original sentence in active is in the present simple, has. So that's the basic structure. And what if we have something more complicated? Let's say like this one in present continuous. Scientists believe that climate change is accelerating. So you can see here is accelerating, yes? And we can start this sentence with it or climate change. So what we have in this case is quite similar to what I showed you before. It is believed, this is present because scientists believe. It is believed that climate change is accelerating. So this sentence is quite clear. But look at the second one. Climate change is believed. Yes, this is our passive, present passive form. And then this next part is somehow different from the previous examples. To be accelerating, not to accelerate, but to be accelerating. Why? Because if you look, this is called continuous infinitive. Why continuous? Because you can see to be plus verb with an ing ending. And the reason why we should use it is because the active sentence is in the present continuous climate change is accelerating. So keep in mind, if you see and you have your sentence in present continuous active, you should use continuous infinitive if you are rephrasing this sentence into this passive, personal passive structure. Okay, I'll give you some time to read this sentence again so that you can digest it and understand better. Okay, so anyways, you can always find this part of the video and stop the video and watch and try to understand this again. But let me show you more examples. Let's say you have a sentence like this. They think the original version of the software worked better. So here we have these past simple worked. Okay, so what shall we do? Look at this sentence. It is thought. Again, we use it is thought because you should check your original sentence. They think, it's present simple, so we still use it in present. It is thought that the original version of the software worked better. This is our impersonal sentence. However, if you have this personal passive form, the original version of the software is thought the same. And then you have something different here, to have worked better. Why? This is called perfect infinitive, and we should use it here just because our original active sentence is in the past simple worked. So we use perfect infinitive in this impersonal passive structures to indicate the past simple in the original sentence. Okay, so if you have past simple or past perfect in this active sentence, you should use perfect infinitive in the rephrased sentence, transformed sentence into the passive form. Okay. Let's look at another one. Everyone knows she has been working on that project for years. In this case, you can see we have present simple at the very beginning, everyone knows. And then we have present perfect continuous. She has been working on that project for years. So if you need to rephrase this sentence, what you should do is to use the first part in the passive form, present passive in this case. It is known because everyone knows it's in present that she has been working on the project for years, and the same sentence as we had in the active part. But if you have these personal passive forms, you would start with the same structure as before. She is known, and then you use something more interesting, to have been working on that project for years. She's known to have been working on that project for years. It's quite complicated. This structure is called perfect continuous infinitive. And the reason why we're using it here is because our sentence, original active sentence, is in the present perfect continuous. Okay, so we use perfect continuous infinitive when we have a sentence in present perfect continuous, if it's active, or even if we have it in past perfect continuous, as in here. I changed slightly the sentence. Everyone knows that she had been working, pay attention, had been working on that project for years before its completion. So the reason why I'm using here past perfect, because I have this past time marker, its completion. We understand that it's over. So, and she had been working before, yes? So if you have this situation, you still use present continuous infinitive in this perfect continuous infinitive, I'm sorry, to indicate this past action. She's known to have been working on that project for years before its completion. Okay, I hope you're still with me, you're still focusing on what I'm saying. To make your life easier, I try to summarize all this information, as you can see here in this table. And you can find it maybe useful to keep it in one place. You can see if you have an active tense and present simple, and you rephrase it using passive forms, you should use infinitive, a simple infinitive here. Yes, she is set to speak English. Then she is speaking English now, present continuous active. So you should use continuous infinitive in a rephrase sentence. She's said to be speaking English. She has or she had spoken English. It depends on the context. I don't have this context here just because I don't have space simply in this table. If you have present perfect or past perfect, you should use perfect infinitive in the rephrase sentence. She is said to have spoken English. And if you have present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, or past continuous, you should use the perfect continuous, right? Passive here, infinitive here. So to have been speaking. So that's all for today. I know it's a lot of information, but you can watch it again and try to analyze these complex structures. So if you like the video, subscribe, share this video, and watch further videos about more advanced grammar, and I will be helping you mastering it. So thank you for watching it, and see you.